Hello, Sci362! Welcome to week 3! Yay, week 3. Alright, so this week, it functions pretty much the same as week 1. You've got your discussions, primary response by Thursday, then your 2 replies by Monday to either myself or to one of your or to a couple of your classmates. So don't forget in your primary response, use paragraphs, okay? This is college, you guys belong here, you guys need to practice. This is a safe place to practice this. Make it a habit. And that way, when you get into a stressful work environment, you don't have to worry about this, all right? It'll just come naturally. So practice here, all right? If you, for some reason, lose points because you're not using paragraphs, fix it, let me know, and you'll earn the points back, okay? This is not punitive. This is just trying to get you to write nicely, all right? Paragraphs. Different topics require different paragraphs, so you've got at least 2 on there. At least 2, all right? If not 3. So your definitions count as 2 to 3. Paragraphs, your primary response as a couple, 1 or a couple. So, anyways, then you've got your quizzes and your technical text exploration. Again, stress-free. We just want you to learn the material, all right, without any additional undue stress. So there are multiple attempts, all right? I promise you it is entirely possible to get a perfect score because I wrote the quizzes, but the answers are in there. I've seen it happen, okay? So you can do it. You really can do this, all right? Now, your summative for this week is a lot of fun. This is a really meta PowerPoint presentation, okay? So you're going to be making a narrated PowerPoint, which means you need to either video yourself or using audio, narrate the presentation. The instructions are at the bottom. If that doesn't work for you, you can always grab your phone, record yourself as you give the presentation, okay? And then you're going to turn in 2 files. You're going to turn in your PowerPoint presentation and you're going to turn in your video recording. You can upload it to YouTube, set it to not to private, not to public, all right, set it to the 3rd option, and then that way I can play it. And when you get to the next slide, as you're doing your narration on that, as you get to the next slide, you just say, next slide. Because when you're giving a presentation, sometimes you don't have control of your computer. So somebody else is going to be controlling the presentation for you. So you're going to be saying, all right, I'm done with this, next slide, all right? Now, remember, PowerPoints. These are visual story time for adults, okay? So, you've got, I don't want to see lots of text on there. 1 picture per PowerPoint, minimum, all right? Don't go all collage-y, but a couple, 1 to 2. Your graphics count as imagery, all right? A couple of bullet points, no full sentences, goodness forbid, no paragraphs, all right? Your details, if you want to write it out, go into the speaker's notes, okay? You can write them as a transcript, or you can just write them as really detailed notes, okay? Transcript is probably easiest, because that way I can hear your narration as well. Plus, then you can actually read that, all right? Do not ever, ever, ever put a whole bunch of text onto your PowerPoint slide and just stand there and read it line by line, word by word, because A, the audience is going to be well ahead of you, and they're going to be tuned out, all right? So do not do that. This is, again, story time for adults. So just like when you read stories for kids or read stories to anybody, you read and then you show them the picture. That's the same thing. That's why there's pictures, all right? PowerPoints are visual media, not written, okay? It is not a terribly mangled paper, all right? Bullet-pointed notes, just a few per slide, all right? With all your details down in the speaker's notes, okay? You can put a few details up into there, but the majority of your work and your details goes in on your speaker's notes, okay? Now, the assignment this week is actually quite self-reflective, just like this whole class is, actually. So it's very, you could say meta. tell me about where you stand ethically, okay? Tell me about your world views, all right? I want you to address, we've guided you through it, so I want you to address all of those points. Now, after you've addressed all those points, and you want to sort of explore sub-options, like worldviews of other cultures and how they influence your own worldview, absolutely go for it, okay? That's one example. If you want to explore after you've touched on those points that we ask you to address, absolutely have fun with this one. Go and explore and share what your worldview is, all right? So, again, this is a PowerPoint presentation, 15 plus slides, a picture per slide, and or an image per slide, so your pie chart is going to be on there as an image, so that counts. Don't put a lot of text on your slide itself. All your details go into your speaker's notes, just a few punctuated bullet points with some details up there. Again, no full sentences, no paragraphs. God forbid you do not want to do that. All right, so, and again, recorded, so I have to hear your voice and or see your face, all right? This is practice in a safe environment for you to get used to speaking in front of groups, because you're going to need that skill when you get into the job market, okay? When you find your job, you're going to have to get used to speaking in front of groups, be it in your company or if your organization sends you out, all right? So, community meetings, things like that, all right? So let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is a lot of fun, so enjoy it, and thanks for being here again. Cheers.